Professor Frank Sorrentino presented the St. Francis family with his lecture, The Presidency, the FBI, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. In his lecture, Sorrentino discussed the FBI's involvement in the life of Martin Luther King Jr., the subject of their biggest investigation on any single person. Sorrentino discussed the type of threat Dr. King proposed to the FBI.
Dr. King had a very specific type of activity which was jeopardizing the FBI's political support.
Sorrentino also presented his recently published book, Presidential Leadership and the Bureaucratic State, in which he traces 40 years of the relationship between the FBI and different presidents.
And when I discovered that the FBI had been engaged in counterintelligence domestically and had a political agenda, it was my desire to investigate the program and what the implications were.
After collecting more than 30 years of expert research and analysis, Sorrentino concluded his lecture by stating whether or not the FBI had any involvement in the assassination of Dr. King.
King's death, in my judgment, is a colossal disaster for the FBI because he dies as a martyr, all right? What they wanted was King perhaps to kill himself or to be discredited. So when people ask the question, do you believe that the FBI was involved in the killing of King? I've come to the conclusion after reading thousands and thousands of pages of documents, 84,000 pages to be precise, all right, numerous books, continual interviews with some of the most interesting people. I have seen no evidence.
Professor Sorrentino shared some wise words to students here at SFC about doing their own research.
Well, among the things that I would ask them to do is not be dependent on any one book or any one instructor, but to read original sources, read congressional documents, read primary sources, develop the ability to gather as much diversity in your sources before you make a judgment.
This is Jacques Brunvil for SFC TV.